So we're going to start with a little bit of Lego this morning, I think. I was looking at my video on YouTube of my version of Slane Castle, and perfect, quite handy for it here. There's some stuff I want to change about it. So since the video, you can see I've added 2 towers at the front. I've been having a bit of trouble with the gate. I want to make an automatic gate, like either a drawbridge or one that rises up and down. So I've been trying to use the mechanics of the vehicles, and it works, but it doesn't work, if that makes sense. I've not quite figured that one out. I don't know if I make the wee lips thicker here, or if I just need to come up with a completely different way of doing it. I'm not sure. But one of the things when I was looking at the video, I like that there's 2 towers at the front now, as well as at the back. But I kind of feel like it's too small to be a castle, so I'm going to extend out this way and the other 2 corners, and maybe put another 4 towers, so that it's more of a kind of courtyard, with the centre bit being the castle-y bit. I don't think I've showed this. I know I did on the inside, but I just really love how that all lights up. Fortunately, I can't fly up into the sky and show you this, but the tops of the towers do it as well. And there, you can see it there. I just think that's super cool. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do today, or at least start doing today. So I need to knock down some walls and open it up a wee bit. Right, okay. So Fortnite have this handy feature, because they have so many different build modes, that you can select the style you want. Do I want it to come over? Maybe do the single one. Yeah, single one's enough. Perfect. So yeah, you can go into your menu. It'll help if I pick the right menu, and select the different buildings. So it only shows you what you've selected. So it'll only show you the walls and the floors and the roofs of those buildings, and you can add more in or just have one if you want. So it's a cool wee feature. Now the only thing I'm concerned about with this is sometimes Fortnite complains that there's too much building. So let's just see if it works. I'm hoping, because I'm spreading it out a wee bit more, I thought Yeti had something he wanted to say there with his big Right, so apparently he does. Right, talk to me yet. Oh no. Talk to me, Yeti. Oh yes, I really needed to know that. Okay, the other one. So the Beach Boulevard is one of my favourites for flooring, because it gives you the white flooring, and I just really like it. It's not white. Oh, it is. Didn't look white in the menu. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wide. Just trying to figure out how far I need to extend out the sides. Yeah, it really needs to be that size again, unfortunately. So yeah, 9 wide I think is probably the way forward. So aside from enjoying the actual building aspects of Lego Fortnite, it's really, really good for experience. So if you're trying to level up to complete your battle pass, then it's a really good way to do it. Right, so that's 2, I'd say. 1, 2, yeah. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so I'll get rid of that one. So I know where the boundary is. And make my life a little easier. Well, we hope it will. Sorry, Yeti. Actually, or maybe leave that one connected in for the simple fact it's holding it in place because this one's out in the water. You don't want it all breaking. That said, it is connected to the island by the bridge. But for the sake of one board, I think it's maybe worth just connecting it to the rock too. See, this is concerning me because it's an awful lot of flooring to go down. And while it's not the resources I'm worried about, it is the actual Fortnite memory, so nope. But I'm hoping because I'm building outside the actual build zone of the village, that'll maybe save me. So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, I'm out of wood. I should have a good supply of wood in here. See, this is the thing too. If you're in a village and you have chests, then the chests you can access from wherever you are. But as soon as you step outside of the zone, then you lose all access to the chests. I kind of wish the villages were bigger. I'm not really sure there's a reason why they're not. Maybe back at the start when they were still trying to get things ready, but there should be room for more by now. Is that the right one? Oh. Right, okay. We seem to have a slight technical problem there. I've obviously added in sections that aren't full sections. It's a little annoying, but it's easily fixed. So there was it 32,000 experience that just flashed up on the screen. So you get that every 15 minutes, or it used to be every 15 minutes. I think it still is. Which is really good. So it doesn't matter what you're doing in the game, you automatically get that. Which, if you think about it, a level's like 40,000 experience. So that's practically a level every 15 minutes. Which I think is good experience. And then if you do the wee quests that they ask you for as well, which for the most part I have to say is it's pretty straightforward. Like they've got standard things that they ask you on a regular basis. I think it's a hard one because there's not everything that everybody will do. So it's not like they can constantly give you new quests. So they've got basic things like 200 wood, stone and gemstones. So if you collect those while you're playing, then it gives you experience for those. And then it does its usual thing where if you achieve so many of them, it gives you extra bonuses. I like it when it goes inside the rock, and it doesn't do that. That's easily fixed. There we go. Right, so that's one side done. So you'll see there, oh, I'm still in it. When it flashes up the village name, that's what I was talking about, that you're in the zone, so you can, it's not doing it for me now. No. I'll show you again the next time. Alright, so we need the white ones again. So I'm going to be really heartbroken if I get to the edge of this and I can't build my towers because it's too much, but hey, if you don't try these things, you don't get anywhere, eh? So I might be a little bit cheeky when I was building the towers. I suppose I could take down the towers. It was just an awful lot of work and it's kind of a little bit heartbreaking to undo stuff you've spent ages doing, but if it needs to be, it needs to be. We'll see. I might just build towers without putting ladders up them. Yeah, see the glowing line? That's showing me the boundary, so if I step in here, of course it doesn't tell me now because I'm wanting it to. But if you step inside the boundary, it usually tells you the name of the village. Okay, so that's 1, 2, it's close to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now how is that 9 there? And that one was, I don't know if I counted it or not. It needs to be squared off anyway, so. I quite like how relaxed Fortnite is. Or Lego Fortnite, I should say. You know, you can just chill and make your wee builds and not worry. I mean, they do have silly kind of fight things in it now. There's all sorts of different creatures you can fight, but I mean, Lego's about building for me. I think if it was just about the creatures that you can fight, I'd be like, no, pass, thank you. But I like being able to create stuff. It's nice too to be able to go off a script. Like there's a recipe, if you like. I don't know what you'd actually call it. Like a blueprint, where you can build certain buildings that Epic have provided. And they can be good. They can be expensive to buy. I really wish there was more of them. Oh, come on. Play nice with me. Don't leave me with this little gap. No, it's not playing nice. Oh well. I'll put a plant pot or something there. Can I do it at the minute? Yeah, there we go. No one will never know. Okay, well, obviously whoever's watching this will know, but now. Come on. Perfect. See, why does it do it there and it won't do it over there? But anyway, it is what it is, I suppose. Now the other thing too, I suspect is, no, that's not the right one. If you have one piece that you place, it doesn't take up as much space as if you're placing lots of little tiny pieces. Like you'll see where I had to fill in the gaps and use several little tiny pieces. So I suspect it's the number of pieces that are the issue. Right, let's see what it looks like from up high. Yeah, that looks like a better size, to be honest. See if I can fill in this gap too while I spot it. Don't think a big one wanted to go in there. Oh, it did. Perfect. Okay, now to get the wall started again. Don't think that's the right one. And we don't need that one anymore. That's better. I think that's the one I've used. Yeah, it is. See, these walls are pretty. But the problem is they make it really hard to build stuff beside. Huh. Okay. Speaking to the little characters gets you stuff usually. Right, I need to... No, that wall's staying. Okay. Obviously you need to do something about that too. It's on the to-do list. Right, this is definitely going to have to switch round. Perfect. Not so perfect. Ah. Okay, it'd help if I actually put it to the edge. that's off. Oh well, I think it's time to take the whole thing down. It's hard sometimes to see little mistakes or little things that are slightly off. And I've obviously not noticed when I've been putting the layers on top that it was slightly off. Though having said that, it might help with my concerns about using up too much memory and getting the errors that Fortnite give you. Although this is a new island, I did create it for streaming whenever I started streaming a wee while ago. So I'd like to think the newer islands have more memory and don't have the same issues that the previous ones had. But you really don't know until you start working with it. There's part of me that just wants to take this out from the bottom. And while I could do that, because this is over water, there's little technical difficulties that you sometimes get. I can't remember what it was at the front. Oh, it was when I was trying to do the bridge, the drawbridge. Or the gate, whatever you want to call it. The animation was breaking it. So when I would release the balloons and the door would rise up, it would hit off the top, and the physics of the engine was trying to be realistic, but it was almost like it was, I must be full up here. Let's eat that. And that'll give us a space. I'm about to use up this pickaxe anyway, so. Yeah, so the physics did me dirty, and as a result, I had a piece of material that I could move with my character, but I couldn't destroy and I couldn't get rid of. I think the way I actually eventually got rid of it was by cutting out the floor and letting it fall into the water, which isn't ideal by any stretch of the imagination. But when you can't destroy it and it's kind of being pushed around the place, there's not an awful lot you can do. Well, that solves the problem with the swimming pool, at least. Right, that guy gave me the animal food. Don't think I've spoken to you yet, Aura. This new food way of processing just makes life a little harder for me. I've purposely set up the island so that I don't have hunger, so it's not something I need to worry about. So I had it down to a fine art that I only needed certain things, and everything was going well for a while, and then they changed it up again, and it was like I'm trying to get my head around it again. So I don't need you. I don't need you. I do this every once in a while. They'll change things up, which is nice and all, but when they've got something that works, there's no real point in needing to change it. So I think if I'm going to do this, I might as well do it right. I've put the walls the wrong way around, which I thought looked cute on the inside when I was doing it. But when I was building the towers, I realised that I've got gaps in between my, well, okay, I don't have it there, but I had it on the other side. Here we go again. This might be a good view for it. I think that's really funky how it all lights up. Anyway, little amuses the innocent, they say. So I must be very innocent now, if that really amuses me. One of the things I love about Lego Fortnite, because obviously I'm an author as well, I can get lost in what I'm doing and just think about stuff, so I can work on plot lines and characters and things like that. And it's almost like by having Lego to do at the same time, it distracts me. So my brain can just focus on the storyline or whatever it is I'm trying to sort out in my head or decide on. Because it quietens part of my mind because I'm focused on what I'm doing. But I'm not so focused that I'm not able to tune into the storyline or the character. It's a bit like meditation, I suppose, in many respects. One of the techniques which helped me at the start to quieten my mind was for meditation, this is, it was to focus on my breathing. So when you meditate, you find yourself getting distracted when you're new to it, and you think about shopping lists, you think about things you did that day, and it's really easy to get sidetracked, so you don't even realize you're doing it until you're deep in conversation with yourself about something. And one of the techniques was to focus on your breathing. So when you felt your mind wander, acknowledge the thought, and then simply go back to feeling the breath enter your nose, feeling the breath exit your nose. So you're quieting your mind, but you're also helping your body to kind of calm down and stop reacting to whatever it is you were thinking about. So whether it's something which is playing on your mind that you're worried about, or whether it's something which is just your mind not letting you quieten it. If you go back to your breath, if you go back to focusing on simply breathing it in and out, the fact you can physically... Oh, I didn't realise there was a fireplace there. If materials drop on the fireplace, they burn. If you don't catch them quick enough, then they're gone, they're lost. Which is handy if you've got stuff that you're trying to get rid of, but when you've got precious things like gold and obsidian, you don't want them burning away to nothing on you. I have to say this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Probably because I'm talking on YouTube at the same time. So yeah, Lego is a form of meditation for me. I think that's why I like it so much. And especially since I was diagnosed with high blood pressure at the start of the year. Well, near the start of the year. And anemia and stuff like that. It's really good to be able to just chill out and do it. I suppose it's like anything, sometimes if you've got stuff going on, it can be hard to meditate, or it can be hard to get lost in whatever you're doing. And I definitely get frustrated from time to time. You see how the walls are flat on this side? Oh, no, that's because they're different walls. I thought they were the same walls as on the other side. That's part of the problem too. I get a little bit bored doing the same thing on repeat. So I like to mix things up. Like I started building this maybe last week or the week before. Excuse me. And then I took a break and went off to another. They're half hanging over there. So yeah, I took a break and started a new village, and that's me coming back to it now. Right, I think this is my last tower, isn't it? Yeah. Kind of a little bit therapeutic, knocking stuff down. Probably because I know it's the last one. So I think I'll maybe start by building the external wall around it all and go from there. Oh, Yeti. When this first started, there's a creature called a brute, if you're not familiar with Lego. And it was mostly focused on getting resources. So you'd have to eliminate the brute in order to get his shell. So if you eliminate something, it gives you stuff. So like the wolf is his claw and some meat, and the brute was this shell. You know, it gives you essence as well, but that didn't exist at the start. So anyway, the reason I'm starting talking about this is because Yeti, my little character, was really good at eliminating people, or helping me to eliminate people. So he was really handy to have when you needed their scales. But I think there's three brutes. There's a brute in the grasslands, which is the most basic guy. Then there's one in the desert area. I think he's a sand brute. And then there's a frost brute, which is in the snowy area. So the sand brute is harder to kill, and the frost brute is the hardest. So the frost island, everything to do with the frost section, has always been the hardest to see this. I wonder if that's part of that gate again. It is. I'm sure it is. Yeah, see, it's just letting me pass through it, but yet it moves. This is what I was talking about earlier. Right. I'm just going to have to push you into the water, mate. I'm sorry. There we go. Yeah, and then it floats. Right, I wonder who that is that's after coming to our village. I saw the little footprints. Apparently it's no one, maybe it was someone leaving. Okay, what can I remove here? Oh. Did I need copper? I must have needed copper. Where did I get the copper otherwise? Oh. Oh, well, I can come over and get some more if I need it again. Right, I think I need to get rid of a few of them. Right, so we have a blank slate again. And see, just like that, the wall's gone. Which is a figment of my imagination, because it will reappear at some point. Nope, don't go in under there. There it is. See it? Right. on, Bill. There we go. Don't know how I have 2 holes there. Anyway. Right, so start with a wall. This should be an easy bit now. I'm gonna have to take down my plants as well. Right? Yes, that is perfect. So I'm also thinking I need to, I don't know what it's called. Oh! My shout was for my cat, who just had a dream and decided in her dream that she was going to stick her claws in my leg. Come on, silly. There you go. She's awake now. Yeah, so Yeti can get a little bit annoying, like this running back and forth. But that's because I'm out of the zone for the village. And there, back in the zone for the village. When he's in the village, he wanders off, but when you're out in the wild, he sticks with you. I suppose it's in case any wild animal comes and attacks you or whatever, so he can be there to help, but it can be a little bit annoying, to say the least. And this is where it's starting to get a little bit tiresome again. Yeah, so I've been trying to figure out how to do, and I don't know what they're called. I'm sure I probably do. On the top of the castle wall, the way it goes up and down, like a zigzag. So we've got a wall around the castle now. That's a good start. Right. Oh. That looks like it's off by a full wall. Right, we'll extend it out one. You know, it'd be really handy if there was like a grid system or something that you could actually switch on and switch off. So you knew that your walls were lining up. Rather than having to guess. Looks like we need another pot of flowers. And of course I don't have what I need for it. I'll come back and get it later. Right, so I'm not sure now if I should do big tall towers or just do like a little see how like the fires are burning in the distance? I could do a little corner with each one where there's a fire sitting on top. But I kind of want to include the coloured stuff in it. I'm not quite sure how. I suppose I could put, don't know how that would work though, or how that would look. It'd have to go in the way. So if I use this on the wall, that actually would look pretty cool. Instead of the usual castle zigzag. I like it. Unfortunately, the inside of these don't light up. Come on. Snap is great when it works. Well, it looks like it's gonna just need a little piece of wall there. Like normal white wall. Perfect. Or is that over too far? Yeah, it's over too far. see it now. Come on. So 2 bits of walls there. Yeah, I think that looks cool. Now, whether or not I build it up into a pyramid, it would take a ridiculous amount of resources, but we shall see. We'll do one round to the wall first. And see how we go. I could go proper old school actually and build like a little ledge so that they can peek out of the triangles to see if anybody's coming. I'm gonna run out of resources too. I do have some more gold bar. The obsidian isn't particularly hard to come by now that they've put it outside. Oh, okay. Even better, I don't have to go in the box and get it. Because I've just... Oh. Come on. Let me check. See, I could pull that back in, but there's no guarantee I've got enough to work with. No, I think I'll just have to leave that, unfortunately. I suppose potentially I could move the wall, but I'm not looking forward to redoing all that again. Yeah, so I'm obviously going to have to head back to the Lost Isles and get more gold. I mean, that's a little frustrating. You know, Fortnite have given us all these wonderful resources, but then limited us to where we can get them, which is fine, but there isn't like a huge amount of resources in these places when we go there. So you're left kind of, oh, that's way too close. So you're left going to get gold and then struggling to get enough of it when you get there. I think it's one of these. Must have been further along. There we go. Thought I had more than that. Oh well. definitely seem to be offering me more than that, which is really bizarre, but anyway. Right. Oh well. I might decide to take the wall out and extend it so that the roof fits on it. But not just at the minute. Not today, having just redone all that wall. Okay, definitely don't have more gold for that, so need to get rid of it and go get more. Actually, just gonna build a chest in the middle of the floor here, put everything I don't need into it, so it's sitting waiting there for me when I go back. Okay. So usually when you go to the Lost Isles, you have a symbol on the bus stop map. But unfortunately, I took out the bus stop without realising which bus stop it was. So it's a little bit of a guess as to where I'm going. Right, so this isn't what I was looking for. It's the other one. Of course it is. Right. There's another bus stop. I wonder, is it on the map? I like finding new bus stops. I like finding them so that I can take them down and get the resources, which means if I start a village, I've got the resources to build a bus station at each village. So in theory, I can jump between each village to get resources. Okay. Right. I might leave that one there. I can always come back and get it later. It's not like I don't have other bus stops there. So my people here make a lot of... Oh, hello, Human Bill. Make a lot of metal for me. And this is where you get the gold, so... Of course, they also make gemstones. Why are you being so slow, Bill? And of course, you'd no gold for me. What about you? You're working on the smelter. Ah, you had some gold. Good stuff. Thank you. You're going to give me gems now. All appreciated. I can't remember if I spoke to him. Yeah, dude, sorry, mate. I don't know why my character... There we go. It's better. Alright, now I know in my heart I've missed somebody. Oh well. Let's go on a hunt for caves that we can get gold out of. I'd head this way actually, because I haven't unlocked much there. I really love this wee island. I think it's stunning. But it also represents the point at which I stopped adoring Lego Fortnite, because there was quests on it, and the first island, or the island I was working on at the time, didn't have what I needed for the quests, and it's supposed to, but I searched high and low and just simply couldn't find them. There was a llama's head. Now, I did eventually get the llama's head, but I had to go to a different island for it. Oh, cave discovered. Where's my cave? That's what I'm looking for. Must be just down here. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, so I spent a whole pile of time searching for the llama's head and got really frustrated that I couldn't get it. So it kind of put me off greatly. But I'm kind of coming back around now. And I do absolutely love the features in the island. I think it's stunning. But having to collect gold here is frustrating because there isn't that much. Not for the volume I need. Might as well get the gemstones while I'm here too. This is one of the reasons I've enabled fly mode in this Lego Fortnite, because building up to these things were always a nightmare. Firstly, because they've only just introduced the 45-degree angle that you can build out for most things now. But also, right, we'll take this and we'll leave that. Yeah, keep everything else. Yeah, so you build ladders up to these wee bits that you'd need, and then you'd miss it by a mile and you'd have to build flat platforms, and it just made the place look untidy and was very, very frustrating in my opinion. So being able to fly up to it makes life so much easier. And less stressful too. But I love the features, like I love the plants and things, and these little water caves, water pools even in the cave. I just think they're stunning. I think the graphics, the colours, everything's amazing in them. Hello, Mr. Man. Goodbye, Mr. Man. You know, it's quite frustrating the way the settings are in this, because you can either turn off enemies or turn them on, but you can't choose which enemies you want to allow and which ones you don't. I mean, having the enemies switched on helps for the daily challenges and things. Saves me having to go onto a different island which has enemies for those quests. But thought I heard music there. So there's if you kill the skeletons in the caves, they'll give you bright core, which is really handy. And it can be kind of hard to get bright core sometimes, especially if you're not in one of the deserty bits. And you need bright core for your metal smelter and for your oven. Not to mention all your lights and stuff. Oh, that's a good start. You hear the danger noise. I'm not sure why. I don't think there was anything there. It's really stormy, guys, I think. I mean, I love the caves too, and the wee waterfall. I just think it's stunning. You know, like you could just see yourself coming and maybe building yourself a wee chair, so that you're nice and comfy. Then just sit and watch the waterfall. It's almost like you've gone on a wee holiday. You're just enjoying the space. Anyway. I'm a nightmare when I go into cave. Oh, that's the way back out, thankfully. I was just about to say I'm a nightmare when I go into caves. I can never find my way back out. And would you look at that? I found my way back out. So that'll hopefully be enough gold to get me through at least one layer of the wall. Yeah, 80 should be plenty. Okay. And the new bus. So this one's definitely come up. Oh, hello, my wee friend. I need to go and find him some berries now. Love you too. Okay, let's go for a wee ride. Let's find you some more berries. Can't see any berries. They normally glow quite blue. I don't really want to walk them into the wolves. Discovered another cave. Nice. Oh, will you fit through here? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, I bet you stuck. Wolf, this isn't a fight you want to pick because you're not going to win. There's some more berries for you. Oh no, he's mad. Don't be mad. No, don't be mad. I gave you berries. Okay. No, he's still mad. So I'm just mapping out a little bit of the island here until I find another bus stop. Or I could always place a bus stop if I wanted. Where's that cave? Up there. That's a new cave. Okay. Right. What I'm going to do is put down a bus station here and then travel. Number 10, I think it is. Travel back here, start making my gold, and then come back over and get some more while it's in the oven smelting. I don't have too much more to do. That's pretty good. Might be able to get the second layer in too. Need more obsidian as well. clear this out and put it into the chests while I'm here. I think they're over here, yeah. The first one's the metal. Should be somewhere with gemstones as well. Perfect. And if I go back to the first one, which is basically just a mishmash. So I need to have a stash of food. A stash of food to eat and a stash of food just in casey. I'll put that in here. Well, that's a start at least. Thank you, that's very kind. You're more than welcome in. No, it was 14, isn't that what I said? Right. So there's my cave. Doesn't appear to be very much here, which is kind of bizarre because I've just come in here. It's almost like somebody's cleared it out before, but I just put down the bus stop. I didn't actually come into the cave. Got to figure there's a whole pile of gold somewhere then. It's not really obvious at the start. We shall find out. I'll need to pick up another pickaxe. So the only other place you can get gold other than out of picking it off the walls is by knocking down the tomato villages. The gold is linked in quite tightly with a lot of their walls and furniture and these wee gold ledges here. So that just gave me a bar of gold. So on top of the fact that it's giving you gold, it's already in a bar, it's not in the raw source. So it pretty much means you can start using it straight away. I think I'm getting kind of close to my limit of this now. A few more bars of gold and then I think I'll need to mix it up. Maybe a bit of ranked. Maybe just a few lost labs. So, if you like my content and you'd like to stay up to date, you will find me on the Purple app. My original username was Loppy's Girl, so if you do a search for that, if not, I'm kind of toying with the idea of changing my username on there to Mrs. Hunzers. So, if you don't find Loppy's Girl, though I don't know if it'll still redirect you to that because it was originally Loppy's Girl or how that works. But yeah, you'll find me as Mrs. Hunzers. I haven't quite yet figured out how to get both the Purple app and YouTube going at the same time. But I will. Right. So now I need to figure out where the egg tree or the exit is. Oh. See, they're just trying to get me to stay now, but no, I'm heading out. So at least there is an awful lot of gold in here. I think that's the way out too. How did I miss that at the start? It's always a good idea to leave a cave before you exit the world. Right, so I'm just going to quickly stretch my legs. And I will be right back. So hopefully if you are watching this back, you've just fast forwarded that. Right, let's see what I've got in the past now. I have to say I'm absolutely loving the loading screens this season. Every single one of them have been really good. Can I get Homer now? Yay! That would be so much cooler if it came with the sound. Donuts.
I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
Very good. I'm not sure what I think of the sidekicks. I mean, in theory, it's kind of nice to have a wee sidekick with you. But I've kind of been finding it a little bit annoying, if I'm honest, to the point that I've switched it off. I mean, I think it's good when you're playing with family, especially young family, but okay. Yeah, I think maybe a ranked reload. I made myself a cup of coffee when I got up to stretch my legs, so a bit of hiding in bushes or camping in bushes while getting to Unreal. So I'm already Platinum 2, which is quite cool. This island's actually a lot harder to camp in than previous islands because it's so much smaller. But then again, I don't think you have 100 people in them now. It looks to be like 72 max. So there's less people to get past. But you've got less space to be in. And then the storm moves quite quickly. So if you're not paying attention to it, I mean, there's been at least one, maybe two times where I have been caught out by the storm, and it's been the storm that's eliminated me. But still, it doesn't put me off. I quite enjoy camping. Yeah, it's on mute. Cool. I really need to look at my settings. There's one somewhere which is too late. There's one that's like aim assist or something it's called, and I really need to find it and switch it off because it's really distracting. Like, it'd be okay if it was aiming for the person's head, but it doesn't. It aims for the chest or the feet, and sometimes it'll pull your view straight down to the ground and stuff. It's just really annoying. Don't fight, people, don't fight. She's evil Homer, apparently. Right, let's see. I'm sure this is going to be busy. Actually, I'm going to go to the island. I just realised I've still got my bunny rabbit slippers on. let's have a look at the settings now. Didn't ping me. Cool. She'll move to the back of the bush just in case. I think they know I'm here somewhere. They just don't know where I am. Please don't come down to the bush. I'm not trying to fight you. I'm not trying to harm you. I'm just trying to mind my own business. Haha, you missed me. Just wanted to sort out my settings quietly in a bush. We can have a game if you like. Do you play a Reload? Or what is it you like to play in Fortnite? I have to say, you can't beat a nice good cup of coffee. Alright, let's hope. That bandages over there. That's a gun anyway. No, that's the front door. Nothing. Didn't even leave me a pistol. It's not very nice. Give me a bullet box, I suppose. That's something. I think I've just come back to the first. No. No, I didn't. I thought for a second I'd go back to the first house. Oh, there's a slurpy truck. Nice. Oh, come on. Starting to think Fortnite doesn't like me. Well, it's giving me... I thought that was an upgraded gun. I don't know who it is that's come down before me, but I'm grateful for all the gold they've left me. That's another setting I need to change. Actually, there's 8 people left. I might just go for a bit of fishing instead. Maybe started this a little late. Come on, one more person get eliminated. Come on, before me. Or not. That's just rude. Oh well. Fourth place is good. 32%, I'll take that happily. Strange, you can turn right, but for some reason, if you turn left too sharp, it throws you off out of the car. This just keeps making me want to sing the title of the show. Do not actually eat Bart shorts. Nice. There's only 61 people this time. It's definitely not 100 people. So I wonder, is there not going to be 100 people, or are they just not including bots? You obviously wouldn't have bots in a reload game anyway. Well, maybe at the very start, but I just find it strange that the numbers are so low. But it is a smaller island, so maybe that's why. Right, folks, the storm is coming. Clear off. Leave me alone in my bush and let me get some weapons and some heals. I won't bother you if you don't bother me. Please don't be waiting in the house for me. But you left me a medikit. Thank you. Muchly appreciated. Probably means whoever actually did get taken out there would have been a camper too. Camper being the affectionate term for people who storm camp or bush camp. Of course, we're on the other side of the map. So we're not even going to try and get that. Not really much point, to be honest. I mean, I've heard people going around in cars, and I've been in a car, but I don't see very many cars around. So I wonder, is there specific places the cars come from? Oh, there is. I thought I'd seen a wee tower up here. That's not what I meant to do, but hey, needed to do it too. Oh, excuse me. I've just thoroughly enjoyed a cup of coffee. And now my body is talking about it. Don't think we're going to see anybody now, but yeah. You never know, maybe the storm's going to come back this way. Or maybe I'm going to find somebody else who's storm camping. Oh, come on. Well, I'm not getting fourth place this time. Seventh place. I thought I was getting eighth there for a second. Come on. Oh, so close. 25%, that's not bad. I can live with that. Right, let's see if I can find my settings before I get into another match. No, apparently not. Sometimes it takes a wee while and sometimes it's quite quick. And here we go again. Yeah, I do like that wee bit. Oh, no. I'm over here. Don't know why I felt the need to mark it there and then decide to go somewhere else, but force a habit, I suppose. Do you know, I really love the thought that Epic puts into things. Like the way this shopping trolley has two what look like hair dryers and a wee fan at the back pushing it forward. You know, it's the little details sometimes that just make it all so much better. Let's see if we can do it this time. Okay, we're within the storm. That's a very good start. crazy. I know it's in there somewhere, but I didn't see it. Oh well. I maybe found two things I was looking for to make life a wee bit easier. Nice. I can start looting in a wee minute or two. It's kind of nice when you don't get the first storm, or when the first storm you're in it, and you don't have to be in the physical storm. That doesn't make any sense. When you're inside the circle and you don't have to be in the physical storm for the first circle, you need to have like a wee chance to loot stuff, so you've guns and things. So being in it the first time and being out of it the rest is kind of what you want. Down to 15 people already, and I still haven't left the bush or gone into the store. Happy days. Hello, Mike. Nice to have you in with me while I sit in a bush and wait for the storm. Thank you, that's very kind. Oh, very nice. I've got some family in Australia. I've never been, but it's certainly on my bucket list. Although I'm not a big fan of spiders, and your spiders scare me greatly, especially because they can do you serious damage. Do you play Fortnite yourself? I don't know how long the time delay is for messages. Am I a friendly person? Yeah, I think I am. I try to be. Try to be a good person. I'll chat away to most people. So if that's what you mean by friendly, yep. Well, yeah, certainly. You're more than welcome to come in and chat with me, and I'll chat back with you while I'm streaming. Well, I only block people if they're nasty, so as long as you're not nasty, I'm not going to block you. Oh, nice. Shame I've not got. Well, I don't really play with people on Fortnite, but you're welcome to add me. And if I start playing with people who watch my stream, then yeah, you're more than welcome to join in. It's just not something I've started doing yet. Right, people nice. Four people even better. Three people. Sweet. Yeah, I think the last two people should find each other. Nice. Hello. I'm not quite sure what to call you. Team of Boss Fire. Oh, right, okay. I thought that was I thought you were somebody else that was commenting. I'll keep an eye out for you. You'll find me either as Loppy's Girl on Twitch or as Mrs. underscore Hunzers. That was kind of funny. Kind of would have liked to see how that one ended, but I don't think the clown got it. I mean, I don't understand. If there's two people left, you probably better just going for it. Or walking into the storm, do you know? But it's not like you're going to get a better outcome. That's okay. What is it you want to know, or what is it you want to ask? Right, where am I going to go? Back to the power plant, I think. It's been serving me pretty well. Back to my faithful bush. What? I don't know if you heard that sound. Don't know if it was Homer's stomach or somebody doing an emote. It's really weird. But definitely somebody yawning. I've seen an NPC over there, so maybe that's who's doing the talking. That sounds like a dog now. I'm just gonna sit in my bush, mind my own business. Not go anywhere near you. Looks like the storm's gonna come down here. Hopefully I can get a couple of medikits or bunches of bandages or something. I can never remember the order. I can't remember what comes after platinum. So it's Diamond next, then Elite Champion and Unreal. So I'd quite like to get Unreal within a couple of days. It'd be pretty cool. It's like anything, it's the time you put into it, I suppose. It's always nice when you reach 10 players and you haven't left your first bush yet. It's hard to tell from the wee map on the screen if I'm going to be still in or not. I don't... Oh, it might be. Yeah, it looks like I'm still in the storm. Or still out of the storm. Still in the circle even. Oh, that's far to travel. It's 2 ticks too. Give me something, please. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Ah. Oh well. That's the trouble with being out of the storm for so long. Still, got me 23%. Can't be bad to it. I think maybe one more and then I'll take a wee break. hard to tell quite how much they're actually giving you. I know these big ones give you quite a bit. It's like slurp truck. I could make it back into that storm, or back out of the storm, but I'm not sure I can be bothered. Top 10, nice. We're still just in a one tick. Happy days. Pardon me. Two tick now. Right, let's hope the numbers get in pretty quickly. Still two tick. Don't know if there's any more of them kicking about. Oh, we've got some barrels. Didn't mean to fall down here. Come on. I'm so close to going up. Right, I'm gonna have another one. I'm just gonna make that my last one. Still want to sing when I see that. Right, let's see where we're going this time. Evergreen Terrace, maybe. I thought that house had a room with slurp boxes in it. Don't know if I just missed it. Yeah, there's the room. Oh, the storm's sticking pretty close. I might actually make it out of it this time. Okay, so there's 60, so give me 20. Perfect. Didn't need to do that. Thought I had another bandage. And I clicked it. Come on. That makes me feel better now. I should have got higher than 10th in that one. Okay, I think that will be my lot for now. I'll probably be streaming on Twitch later, which is Loppy's Girl. And or maybe I'll do a bit of streaming on TikTok. Or maybe I'll do both. I'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'll just come back over here to YouTube. So thank you for joining me and keeping me company. And I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Catch you later.